Hello Taurus, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for following me, tuning in and or subscribing to me. Please remember to do that before you leave if you haven't subscribed. And also leave a thumbs up or a comment just to let me know how these readings are resonating with you. And just that on that note, just remember these are general reads, so they may they may or may not resonate with you. So just take what does resonate with you and leave what doesn't. Okay, so anyway, let's get going with spiritual guidance and messages through the tarot, through intuitive messages that are guidance that are coming through, but also with the angel cards and the moonology cards here. So we're going to be using working with Archangel Michael. He's coming through today to bring through messages through for everyone actually for this round. And your question, Taurus, just a brief, so I'm doing the readings are slightly different to the way I was doing them the last time. So there's already a question that has popped up and we're going to work with that question. So my readings are generally in the moment, so this is why they're going to be sometimes I might pop in a few extra videos that are a little bit sporadic, but working with keeping a consistency of throughout the months, throughout months, weeks, years, that sort of thing. So in order to help with some guidance along the way there for you. Let's see. So Taurus, so your question is, what should I be most grateful for in my life? Okay, so what I'm hearing is, the first card out with Archangel Michael is fix yourself first and foremost and teach others how you did it, but keep on doing it. So I feel like there's, the gratefulness comes back to the fact that you have a way about you, in the sense that there is a capability, but the ability to be able to connect with people, to reach people, communicate with them and teach people. So there's a sense of, well, maybe you don't always have a lot of patience, but it's like you can see something different in how to bring some, draw out something within a person. So for at the moment, there may be that you are seeing this and, like maybe you're connecting with people that are oddly different, or people would think that's odd or that's interesting, that you are able to reach that person in some way or form, or build a friendship, a relationship and a friendship, as in a colleague, or, there's something about that. It's like, I feel like that is, there is something in that. I want to take two, actually, that comes out of that. So I just feel like there's something about teaching others and showing others how to do things, basically. I'm not too sure, fully clear about that, but we'll just go through the rest of them. So the first card here, the next card here is, you are the one who holds the key. So there's something that's shifting where I feel like you are maybe being a little bit held back from something that you're wanting to do. And what I'm hearing is about, this is this is something about pushing through it, but not bulldozing through it, but pushing through it, challenging yourself, stepping up and saying something, or stepping out of the norm for you and actually saying something to get something done in a way that is more productive and efficient, okay, and effective. So I'm hearing there's two things. So some of you may be in a job or in a business. It's either one or the other. And others of you may be doing the both and moving it, looking at transitioning or something. But I feel like there is, an uncertainty around that. So when it's like, what I'm hearing is utilizing your gifts and your abilities to teach, basically. And in saying that, and on saying that, it's like, but teaching yourself, because it's like, this is about leading the way. It's like, because I sense for some of you there may be this sense of frustration where you've hung up your boots, or you've hung up the coat. It's like, well, I'll just deal with it later, or I'll just let them do it. But there's a sense of, at the same time, feeling I know I'm going to have to clean up something, or I know I'm going to have to tidy up something, or I know I probably should do that, or I could do that, or I need to, like, either, there's something around that. It's like, but not letting, what I'm hearing is not letting, this is about not letting yourself down, like, because this is what happens when we hold off saying something, doing something, but it's in the best, it is looking at ourselves, because I'm feeling like this is about 100% is looking at yourself within, about what is going on, why you're holding off. Is it and that sort of thing is where I'm going with that. But because it's, at the end of the day, it's like going within. So I do sense at the same time with Archangel Michael, he's bringing through this shield. Create a shield around you of love around you. So you could be working in a toxic energy. Some of you, it might be that you are living in a toxic energy, and some of it is built of what's swirling around in your mind that you're not sorting out, and some of it is not yours as well. So there's a combination of things that are going on there, which is exacerbating the energy that's around you, which is why Archangel Michael is asking you or suggesting that you create a shield of love around you, so you can go back into that amazing, beautiful space, and that energy of who you are, and and being more in that space, and not getting bent out of shape or bending yourself out of shape, basically. So it's like you are holding the key. And so basically that's like when we fix ourselves, we have that gift and ability, and it's like, and being, that. So this is kind of where they're going for that grateful stuff. Be grateful for what, or switching it into that side of things. It's like that grateful gratitude of what you do have rather than what you don't have, and having gratitude for who you are, the family that you're born in, or the family that you're not born in, depending on what that looks like for you, and the gratitude that you've been able to find your way or work towards this, and this part, but you can always make another decision. So there's something about grateful for the in your life is, in a way, I'm hearing like the experiences that you have had that have made you who you are. Okay, now the Eight of Pentacles here is like, with this one here, is fix yourself first. So there could be something where it's like, where there's a change, because this has got prudence here, that is the word that's at the top of it. So there could be some sort of change with the Eight of Pentacles. Is typically about working, a change in your career, a change in your business, a change in something happening with your health or well-being and in family. And it could be, it's what I'm hearing is like you're the one that creates the change. So like us, with the Pentacles, that's around finances, health and well-being, family as well. So there's, for some of you, is it maybe the whole kit and caboodle, because it's affecting, there's a flow-on effect, which is why they're saying fixing yourself first. So we're talking about here, it's like, I feel like some of the gratitude comes from, because 8 is showing me that there are options. You have lots of options there as well, but it's maybe you're not, it's like you're just sorting something out before you actually move on, because it's like, or you're pulling things together, like your, your, not, I wouldn't say CV, well, you're building on your CV or your resume, and, so you've got all these different things in there, and that you're accumulating, and to move into the next level, or take the next step. So there's something about that. So something is moving, okay, is what I'm hearing, was that it's just keep doing, and you have been, and I feel like there's a sense of gratefulness that you have support around you, gratefulness that there's all these things, and also the Wheel of Fortune. So something is turning around. So, and this is like, you are the one who holds the key. That's interesting that this the Wheel of Fortune is here, because things go around, but I'm hearing, and sometimes it can sit in that, the wheel can be, depending on where you are on the wheel, we can be at the bottom of the wheel, and we can turn around, and it might sit a little bit stagnant, where we're maybe not seeing things from a good point of view, because depending on which way we're facing, then we're going up, and things can be looking up. And so I'm hearing things are on the up and up, things are good, things are okay, things are moving, but it's like you are the one that can make that happen, okay? You're the one that holds the key in order to create the change of where it needs to go. Because for me, there's a turning point at the Wheel of Fortune, and like a switch, so something needs to be switched, and you could be like anywhere on that wheel, the spectrum of the wheel. So it's also the number 10 in the Major Arcana deck, so it's like 10, like something's coming to an end. So, but I mean, once again, you are the one that is in control of that. And 9 of Wands, create a shield of love. So there's a battle weary person there. So it may be that you know, there's strength. So it's maybe that you're needing to just hold on a little bit more, because the 9 is like coming to the end of a cycle. So, you know, just keep going, moving in the direction that you are, but, you know, and taking note of what is going on. And so you can set yourself free. So with the Judgment card, okay? Now the last card that Archangel Michael brought out is sleep more. Go to bed an hour earlier than usual, or 2 hours if your habit is later, is in the later hours, and to break the cycle. So it could be, not, if some of you may be going to bed earlier, reasonably early anyway, but there's something about sleeping more, and the Judgment card has come out with that. So it's like setting yourself free from, you know, things that, okay, preparing yourself for sleep. So freeing your mind, freeing, you know, journaling is a really good way of doing that. Okay, getting it out of your mind, freeing up whatever's been happening in the day, making peace with it, just releasing it. You know, it's like just, you know, that's it. Do the old Zorro thing if you have to, just to see that, like, that motion, and then get rid of it in a good way, a loving way, of course. But you are the key for that. So there is something about like shifting things basically into your favor. Conclusions are within reach. So there's something definitely moving. The 9 of Wands talks about that. Something's coming to an end. You know, you've been through a little bit of an arduous journey and in your life, but probably in, you know, just through, you know, with your work, it could be like you're maybe over it. So, and moving and wanting to move into something else. So conclusions are within reach. So there's something that's coming up. I'll just keep reading that. And it's in like what should I be most grateful for in my life? And I just feel like I'm hearing like adaptability, that you are able to be adaptable most times in your life. Now, step outside of your comfort zone is the other card with the Moonology deck. So those two cards, okay, so there's those energies there. So that talks, I think that's pretty straightforward, stepping out of your comfort zone, because sometimes we can do that. So it means, yeah, basically what it says. In order to get the answers that you're wanting, basically, or the movement that you're looking for. Oopsie daisy. The Hanged Man, yep, that makes sense. It may require you, you know, being tipped upside down. Like things have been, like, maybe things have been tipped upside down. So, and it's like juggled all the stuff up in your head and maybe thinking about things differently, which has created this, this energy of, you know, you seeking to be or see, and or bringing that energy in of what am I most grateful for in my life, to look at that, you know, and help you move through whatever it is that you're moving through, or moving towards now, that can be keep that consistent movement to it, or spark up that curiosity and enthusiasm again. Okay, so the Hanged Man, yeah, looking at things from a different point of view. Okay, and you know, tipping out all these ideas and, you know, bringing them out to the fore basically. And, you know, and not being stuck in in conformity. Okay, awesome. So wow, something's moving anyway, which is so cool. So I'm going to leave it there for you now, Taurus. So I hope that's helped you to, like, you know, to perk you up and let you know that, and will give you that little bit more clarity that that you're actually okay and you're heading in the right direction. I might just need to look at this. Okay, bye for now.